Look, sometimes you just want to watch anime that doesn't emotionally wreck you, doesn't make you question humanity, and doesn't require you to memorize a 20-page power system breakdown. You just need something pure, wholesome, and feel-good anime that will wrap you in a warm hug and remind you that life's not so bad. So if your soul needs healing, I've got 6 anime that will leave you grinning like an idiot. Let's get into it.
綺麗だろう。すんげえだろ
う。すごい綺麗。世界でパン綺麗。気持ち悪い。なんでわっちゃんのくせに女の子の人形好きなのよ。ちゃんなんて大嫌い。
You ever get roasted for liking something weird? Like, you casually mention your favorite anime and suddenly you're getting judged like you just confessed to tax fraud. Yeah, Gojo gets it. This dude just wants to make traditional Hina dolls, but society ain't actually lining up to celebrate that hobby. Then enters Marine, a high-energy, cosplay-loving otaku who is all vibes, no shame, and fully supportive of his skills. And what follows is one of the most wholesome friendships turned romances ever. If you love anime that makes your heart feel warm but also has hilarious chaos energy, My Dress Up Darling is an instant serotonin boost.
きつそいつそのままポカーンって超棒だ。マリンって声かけられてもよだよね。ああいう男無理。
ここは私立伊丹高校でも有名な進学校である。
まさか今までずっと普通だった僕がでも欲張ってはいけない。とりあえず当面の目標は周りの空気を読み波風の立たない高校生活、それがいい。
君は小心者です。
Imagine having top-tier main character energy, being so pretty that people literally freeze in your presence, but also having the social skills of a brick wall. That's Komi. She's the most popular girl in school, yet she can't hold a conversation to save her life. Enter Tadano, a painfully average dude whose superpower is simply understanding people. He decides to help Komi make 100 friends, and what follows is pure wholesome chaos, featuring unhinged classmates, awkward interactions, and some of the funniest misunderstandings in anime history. If you love socially awkward but ridiculously sweet stories, Komi Can't Communicate is basically comfort food. You ever catch feelings for someone way out of your league, and instead of making a move, you just accept your fate as background character number 47? Yeah, Yuki does not have time for that. She's a deaf college student who's super sweet and lives life at her own pace. Until she meets Itsuyomi, a guy who literally travels the world, speaks multiple languages, and is effortlessly cool. Most people would panic, but instead of avoiding him out of fear, Yuki tries to connect with him in her own way. And the result is one of the most beautiful, soft, and genuinely touching romance anime you'll ever see. If you want a story that melts your heart without unnecessary drama, A Sign of Affection is a must-watch.
いってらっしゃい。開けてね。
俺はゴードタケを踏んだ。そして今日は中学最後の日。そうか。お前来たかった。そうか。
Have you ever been so built like a final boss that people assume you're the villain of your own life? That's Takio. He's tall, buff, and terrifying, but deep down, pure golden retriever energy. Meanwhile, his best friend is a literal anime pretty boy who steals all the girls by simply existing. So when Takeo accidentally saves a girl named Yamato, he's convinced she must have fallen for his friend. Spoiler alert, she's absolutely obsessed with him. What follows is a ridiculously wholesome romance where instead of spending 30 episodes on misunderstandings, these two just love each other loudly and unapologetically.
敬語なんだけどね。
これ愛のお礼なんだけど届けてもらってせなんだけど
なんという食べ物だ。
実はお菓子得意でかき混ぜるよかき混ぜるよ
なぜいつも赤くなって恋か。そんなに砂が好きか。
見すぎだよ。
Also, subscribe now because unlike 90% of anime romances, I actually give you instant happiness.
ちゅうわけで休みに入るわけであります。風邪などひかんようにしていただきたい。1、2年生はですね、大会なんても
アホか。
すんません
色気ないな。たまま寝るってキリンさんかお前は。よっしゃ、おもろいからバスとして足来い。
嘘明日から何
休ま
Tall girl, short guy, society says no, but their hearts say yes. Koizumi and Otani are both struggling with their height insecurities. She's too tall, he's too short. And neither of them can catch a break when it comes to romance. But instead of being sad about it, they just bully each other into oblivion in the funniest way possible. The best part, their friendship slowly turns into something more. And by the time they realize their feelings, you're already fully invested in screaming at the screen. If you love romantic comedies that actually commit to the romance, Lovely Complex is peak wholesomeness with bonus comedy.
まさかちょいと僕が鈴木くんに声をかけて中取り持ってやってもええと。
マジっすか
Yes I do。
なんや大谷実はめっさええやつやったんかよっしゃーほな姉ちゃんなんでも分かったる
バリバリセット。
任せろ
You ever get so publicly humbled that you need to go on a self-discovery arc? That's what happens to Honda, a young, hotshot calligrapher who thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread, until an art critic roasts his entire existence in front of everyone. So what does he do? Moves to a remote island, obviously, but instead of finding inner peace, he gets adopted by the most chaotic group of villagers, including a feral child who refuses to leave him alone. And slowly, through wholesome interactions, life lessons, and unexpected friendships, he learns to actually enjoy life. If you love stories about finding joy in the little things and letting go of perfectionism, Barakamon is gonna heal your soul.
おい。
本田先生。
フィンガーコンコロコロ
動かどうなる。
字なんて書けない。集中。
Alright, so now you've got 6 anime guaranteed to restore your faith in humanity, but let's be real. You're gonna burn through these, hit the what do I watch now phase, and spiral into another endless scroll. Instead of frisking in mid-anime, ruining your vibes, I'll personally find you your next favorite anime based on what you actually love. No boring, overhyped picks, no repeats, just straight wholesome top-tier recommendations that match your mood. Click the first link in my description below and I'll provide you with a personalized anime watch list.